think it's important to translate what you see on the outside, real life, and so that, because I feel like people can relate better when they feel like there's an attachment to it, or if it's relatable. But as far as like a political voice, I really don't think musicians should have that much influence, or not influence more than simply. I don't think they should have. Um, I don't think they should impose their opinions on listeners. I think what they should do is challenge the listeners to think outside and think for themselves, and really to go search and find the answers for themselves. But I don't feel like they should be like, if you don't, vote how I vote, or if you don't view this situation like I view it, then you're wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I think that when we were writing, a lot of the stuff we were listening to kind of shows through in that, and I think we're just all kind of listening to that more. And then we've always liked that stuff. I mean, if you even listen to our first record, there's elements of that for sure. There's been keys in every record, but with this one, it did come across more, and I think it was just the way we were writing.
Well, the most recent amazing was on an aircraft carrier out in the middle of the Sea of Aden, near out off the coast of Africa.
Yeah.
That was insane.
We just got back from that. We did that right before this, and that was by far the craziest thing we've ever done. So
we got to spend the night like on this U.S. aircraft carrier and just play for the troops. It was just so much fun, and it was a great show actually, and it was definitely one of those experiences that are unforgettable when you look back on the sea of shows that we played. That's a good question. I think that a lot of times people look at like the label of Christian music and suddenly like they just won't even listen to it regardless. And I mean that sucks for us, just because I think that we're more than just a label. Whether that label is indie or rock or whatever the label is, I don't think somebody should just look at what other people have deemed them, and then to debate whether they're even going to give them a chance or not. So that was hard, I think, at first for us. It was just something like we tried to kick. We were trying to very much rebel against that stigma. But after a while, you just kind of like, we're going to try as hard as we can. We're going to play. We're going to write as the best music we possibly can. And if people are narrow-minded enough to just not listen to us based solely on a box that we were put in, then we feel like they've lost out.